Hello, our friends. We're back. This week, Alan is all about that Jang Gang life as his family and friends are concerned. I am recapping something you might have seen a few weeks ago on Papa Wheelie's wrestling show. And if you didn't, good news, I'm going to show it again. It's an A-OK from Cali Comics and a mail call for Jim Cornette collectibles. All this and more. But first,
Boom. All right, everybody. So, this is where
Alan,
we plug
I
our
have
sponsors.
a beautiful comic I received in Mylar from Cali
Mylar.
Comics. I'm going to put it in something to display it. What would you recommend?
Gator Guard Comics. Link is in the description. It's a great way to protect your books without breaking your wallet. And you don't have to send your books off to wait and wait and wait and wait.
And maybe be defrauded.
You may be, but I doubt it. But
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Don't forget, if you're ever in the Augusta area, hit up ABX Comics and Games. Paul and his constituents will help you out in any way possible.
Sounds good, Alan.
Sounds good.
Now that we've paid the bills, let's talk
Pay the bills. They're not paying the bills, but
I know.
I know.
Don't listen to what I actually say, damn it.
I have to.
Achoo.
Achoo.
I yell at you after I sneeze.
That's you good? Okay.
All right. So Cali Comics sent me a beautiful A-OK.
Oh, yeah? What'd they send you?
Well, he sent me a first appearance of Speedball, which I had never even heard of this character before. First time I've owned this book. No, it was very nice. It all started as a joke, and then Cali just came through being a beautiful human being that he is. I need to think of something to do for him now because this was crazy. He got a local artist to him. I believe the name is John Williams.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy knocked it out of the park. This is Speedball knocking out Penance. And if you know me, you know this hits me right where I get my mail. Right in my heart. Mail. My gosh. This is where I live, Alan. This is my address.
I know that's where you live. I have to hear about where you live. This is
great. Speedball just taking it to Penance. Freaking awesome. Callie, you're a good human.
It is a beautiful, beautiful drawing.
Good people, that Cali Comics. Up next, like I said, I showed all these off on Pop's Wrestling Show a few weeks ago. But, you know, if you're following my mail calls, you might not have seen that if you just watched the Huckle Bucks. So I also got some Heavenly Bodies action figures from Jim Cornette Collectibles, Dr. Tom Pritchard, Sweet Stan Lane, who we now know is not Lauren Boebert's father.
Second time.
Not for lack of Lauren's mom trying. And then we've got this picture of the bodies came with it, signed by Dr. Tom, Sweet Stan Lane, and your friend Jim Cornette, the Heavenly Bodies. So that's going to get framed. That's going to go up next to the 40-year Midnight Express. I'll eventually try to get all of these figures. They have them for both lineups of the Midnight Express as well. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it, but we'll see. We'll see. Alan, what do you got?
What do I got? Well, I have some John Jang books for some for two series that I'm actually currently reading. And they are Cobra Commander
G.I. Joe. Well, Cobra Commander.
Really love that cover. And he's got the circle. Hey, look, made you look. And then of course Duke #1. The Duke one was really cool, I thought.
What a great name, Duke.
So got those. That's all I got. But I got those. And you ventured into talking about Stan Lane. We went off a Stan Lane track before we started recording, and he did some interesting stuff.
Yeah. So we were talking about a paternity test he was involved in last year. Lauren Boebert, which he had been tested to be Lauren's father back in the late 80s, early 90s, whenever he was in Florida doing a run with the Midnight Express. And it was found at that time he wasn't the father. But since then, Lauren's mother was always convinced Stan paid somebody off. And they did another very public, kind of embarrassing for Stan at this point. And for Lauren, I'm sure, who wants to admit that their mom was a ring rat in Florida Championship Wrestling? Like, I don't think anybody wants to have that press conference.
No.
Anyway, he wasn't. And Lauren actually was pretty classy, and she came out and said, please leave Stan alone. The guy's retired. He's an old man. Like, he's married now. Like, he's not that guy anymore, and probably doesn't want to be reminded about it all while sitting next to his current wife.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, and I think he's only been married once. Like, I think he got married.
His only marriage. I mean, I'd say it's pretty good for a guy that was a very popular wrestler. Not too shabby on the eyes for the women.
Yeah, and he was popular with the ladies, allegedly. If you listen to Jim Cornette's podcast, Stan Lane was a popular fella.
But he did pretty well. Only married once, as we know, no children, so maybe some stepchildren, but keeps that life kind of quiet, which is good.
Yeah. Have you ever heard the story? They had it in Tale of the Territories, where Ricky Morton talks about his first divorce and how it kind of came about because of Tully Blanchard finding God. So Ricky Morton's at home with his wife, laying in bed. She turns on the 3100 Club, and she's like, "Oh, look, it's Tully." Tully Blanchard became a preacher for a while, a born again Christian. And he's on there, and he's like, "Yes, I fornicated. I was, I would be backstage. There I was, doused in sin with cocaine and women of the night. And Ricky Morton was with me." And Ricky just he's reaching for the remote. He's trying to change the channel. His wife just starts screaming at him. They ended up getting divorced over it. It's like, damn it, Tully. What are you doing to me?
Yeah, you don't have to admit everything in front of everyone.
Well, I always thought that was funny. He tells that story really well. Vice TV, Tales of the Territories. I think you can find them on YouTube too, and they've got that Dark Side of the Ring series too. That's
actually a pretty good series. I like that.
Yeah. Anyway, enough wrestling nonsense on our comic book show. You can see us talk wrestling every week on Thursday nights on Papa Wheelie's channel.
Papa Wheelie. It's called Thursday Night Sweet Chin Music. At least that's the name for now.
Came up with that name.
I think it was me. But
yeah, I said Alan.
Yeah, that was back from my Shawn Michaels days. That was yeah. But anyway, until next week, everybody. This is a short one, but please comment and
actually, I'm going to stop you for a minute. I will pay you $10 American if you do the Shawn Michaels entrance music
and dance.
Yeah, the little.
Yeah, that's not.
I don't know the words to the song though. I just know it's like it's called "Sexy Boy."
Not
right?
enough money. It's not enough.
Yeah,
money.
Not enough money.
Not even close.
I wish I had more funds, folks. If you think Alan should reenact Shawn Michaels' entrance music, let us know in the comments. It will register you to win, and it'll let Alan know how many people think he's just a sexy boy.
I think we're done for today.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.